Right, good morning everyone and good morning Queensland. We've just had our Queensland Disaster Management Committee meeting with my ministers and also from the mayors across the southeast. From the outset, can I say that tragically one further life has been lost. The Commissioner will give further details and we express our deep condolences to the families. Can I say to everyone living in the southeast, we've been briefed by the Bureau this morning, and this weather event is very similar to ex-cyclone Oswald in 2013, and also bears a lot of similarities to ex-tropical cyclone Debbie in 2017. And if everyone can remember, ex-tropical cyclone Debbie went across the coast around Airlie Beach, came down to the southeast, then went into northern New South Wales and ended up in New Zealand. And what we're seeing with this system at the moment is pushing further south down into Logan, the Albert, the Gold Coast, and now we're seeing some of the tragedies unfolding down in northern New South Wales, and our wishes are also extended to people in Lismore at the moment. Can I please say to Queenslanders, especially in the southeast of our state, we've been through a lot together. We've been through a COVID pandemic of 2 years, and now we're going through yet another flood. And many people will have been impacted, not once, not twice, but maybe even 3 times. Even though this flood is not like the 2011 floods, and the Bureau will give you more details, but in 2011 the flood peak in Brisbane was 4.46. The flood peak is 3.85 and now falling. It is still a significant event. And I think everyone would agree, no one has seen this amount of rain in such a short period of time over our entire southeast catchment zone. And I also want to extend my gratitude and thanks to the hundreds, if not thousands, of workers out there, the SES crews, the police, our fireys, our volunteers, all of the council workers. Everybody is doing an unbelievable job. The QFES alone had 2,200 requests for assistance overnight and 113 water rescues around Brisbane, the Gold Coast and Beenleigh. So these are people who are putting their own lives at risk to go and help fellow Queenslanders, and that is a very admirable trait that we have in this state, and one that I am absolutely grateful for. Currently we have 1,544 people in evacuation centres across the southeast, and more are being opened by council. So the councils gave us a brief today. So please, if you are living in an impacted area, and if you cannot remain in your home and you don't have family or close relatives nearby, there are evacuation centres available, so help is there as well. In Gympie, we have about 3,600 homes that have been impacted. In Brisbane, we're estimating there could be up to 15,000 houses that are impacted. And as I said, we're going to be monitoring very closely what happens during the rest of the day. Now, in terms of our drinking water, some good news has just come in that Mount Crosby is back up and running. Even though it's running at a reduced capacity, it is encouraging news. So we'll get an update about water. In relation to transport, all of our trains are not running in the southeast. The trams on the Gold Coast are, but our train system is down. My understanding is that most bus services are suspended, and the Bruce Highway will open later on today. We have over 1,000 schools closed across the southeast, and once again people are heeding the messages and are staying at home during this time. As you can appreciate, there's a lot of water around, and our emergency services need to get to people safely and quickly and respond appropriately, and this is really helping our emergency services. So thank you for doing that, and once again we would love to have our kids back in school, but it's just not safe to do so at the moment. We'll give further update. The Education Minister will put up later on this afternoon about the situation for schools tomorrow, but we will try to get the schools open as quickly as we can, especially those that aren't impacted by water. So there may still be some school closures as well. We have around 51,000 people without power. As you can see by this is a really big event, and the event is not over. With the Mary River, we saw those really high levels in Gympie. We had Mayor George Seymour on the phone. We now expect Maryborough to peak later on today, and they could be very high levels as well. Then, of course, we're monitoring the Logan and Albert rivers. We're expecting them to peak later on, and we're also putting a watch on Dalby because this system is sort of having an impact out there as well. Then we also have 17 councils have been activated for assistance. So we'll be working very closely with now getting out and doing rapid assessments, which is the next part of our recovery phase. But let's still remember that there are people who are going through this extreme weather event at the moment. So we've also been advised that Defence have 200 personnel ready to go and help as well. So as you can see, this morning's briefing has been very, very comprehensive, and I just want to assure everyone that we are doing everything we can and working with the councils to make sure that everyone is able to respond as quickly as possible.